Swipe equals slot machine. Your thumb already knows the move. Before you've decided anything, swipe right, swipe left, swipe right. Love is what you think you're searching for. The app has a different goal entirely. Tinder pulled in $1.79 billion in 2022. That money did not come from people finding partners and leaving. It came from people staying. Matchmaking is not the business model. Prolonged searching is, and the swipe gesture was engineered deliberately to keep you in that loop. Here is the mechanism, one mechanism, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Variable ratio reinforcement drives this. Skinner mapped it in the 1940s. Skinner put rats in a box. When a rat pressed a lever, sometimes it got a food pellet, sometimes nothing. Completely unpredictable. Rats with unpredictable rewards press the lever far more compulsively than rats who got one every time. Certainty kills the drive. Uncertainty fuels it. That is the same schedule your brain is on right now when you swipe. Each swipe is a lever pull. The match, when it comes, is the pellet. Your brain releases dopamine, the motivation chemical, not when you get the reward, but in anticipation of a possible reward. Neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz's research on dopamine neurons showed that the brain's reward signal fires most powerfully when an outcome is uncertain, not guaranteed. The maybe is the drug. The swipe gesture was a choice. Designers could have used tapping or scrolling. What they landed on mimics pulling a slot machine lever. The swipe gesture did not have to be a swipe. Designers could have chosen tapping or scrolling. What they landed on, a flick of the wrist, closely mimics pulling a slot machine lever, whether by design or by consequence. One motion, instant result, or not. That connection between the swipe and the slot machine lever is not a coincidence, most people notice. But researchers studying swipe app design, including relationships scientist Eli Finkel, have drawn parallels between the card stack interface and the rapid-fire uncertainty loops used in gambling design. The architecture rhymes too closely to dismiss. Another card always sits beneath the last one. That endless stack removes the natural stopping point your brain needs to disengage. Books end. Albums end. A swipe stack does not. That is a deliberate UX pattern called infinite scroll, first named and criticized by its own inventor, Asa Raskin. Raskin later said he regretted inventing it. He estimated, in his own words, that infinite scroll wastes hundreds of thousands of hours of human attention every day, across platforms. He built the trap, then he saw what it did. Here is what the app does not advertise. Researchers estimate that only 10 to 20% of matches on major swipe apps ever become a real-world meeting. The apps do not publish that figure. They do not publish it because a high conversion rate would be catastrophic for the business. If you found your partner quickly, you would delete the app. That is the last thing the revenue model wants. That is where the app profits most, the gap between almost and enough. The UX is calibrated to keep you in it. New profiles load the moment you run low. The queue never fully empties. The reward never fully arrives. Proof is visible in the product itself. Watch what happens the moment you get a match. Confetti, animation, a celebration screen. That is a dopamine reward delivery system dressed as a congratulations. It is designed to feel like a win, so that you immediately want another one. Matching is not the goal. Matching is the reload. Your brain has just been primed to swipe again. Notifications sharpen this further. That small red badge on the app icon is a deliberate psychological trigger. It signals unresolved status. Your brain is wired to close open loops. Psychologists call it the Zeigarnik effect. The brain fixates on unfinished tasks more than completed ones. That red dot is an unfinished task. It nags. You open the app to close the loop. The loop does not close. Picture 11 at night. You told yourself you were just going to check quickly. That was 40 minutes ago. A few matches. None led anywhere. Still, you keep going because the next one might be different. That feeling that might is the variable ratio doing exactly what it was designed to do. Nothing is broken in you. Your brain is working exactly as it evolved to work, chasing uncertain rewards. The app was built to exploit that. The design is just very, very good. Here is the counterintuitive part. Apps are not exploiting a flaw. They are exploiting a strength. your brain's extraordinary sensitivity to reward signals. The same wiring that made your ancestors excellent hunters makes you an excellent swiper. Richard Thaler won the Nobel Prize in Economics in 2017 for his work on how humans actually make decisions, showing that people consistently act against their own stated intentions when the environment works against them. Behavioral scientists call this the intention-action gap. You plan one thing, you do another. It happens when the environment is engineered against you. That environment is the app. Teams of engineers and behavioral scientists built it around one metric: time in app. Not matches, not dates, not relationships. Time in app. That single design priority, maximize session length, explains every feature you see. The infinite card stack, the confetti match screen, the red notification badge, the daily limit on free swipes that resets at midnight, nudging you to come back tomorrow. Midnight resets are particularly elegant. Free swipes run out. Pay to unlock more, or come back tomorrow. Either way, the app wins. Artificial scarcity is the name for this pattern. It runs across subscription apps and games, not just dating platforms. Create a limit, make it feel natural, then sell its removal. Quick pause. Every video on this channel takes one system like this, one mechanism, full depth, and shows you exactly how it works. If that is useful to you, subscribe. 2 seconds. Back to the mechanism. There is one more layer most people miss. It is not just about keeping you swiping. It is about keeping you feeling like you are almost there. Academic studies of algorithmic dating design have found evidence that matching algorithms may be tuned to deliver just enough positive signal to maintain engagement, but never enough to satisfy it. Researchers studying algorithmic recommendation systems, including work presented at ACMG, the leading conference on human-computer interaction, have noted that engagement-optimized algorithms tend to prioritize content that produces emotional arousal over content that produces satisfaction. The same logic applies to match delivery. Arousal keeps you in the app. Satisfaction sends you out of it. The algorithm is not optimizing for your outcome. It is optimizing for its own. There is also the premium tier structure. In most major swipe apps operating in Western markets, free users are shown a deliberately limited and sometimes algorithmically deprioritized pool of profiles. This is sometimes called a freemium friction design. Make the free experience frustrating enough that paying feels like relief. Paying does not buy more love. It buys less friction. Then the variable ratio starts again with a slightly wider pool. The mechanism does not change. You just paid for a bigger slot machine. So, what does this look like from the inside of a product team? Former Google design ethicist Tristan Harris described the general practice across attention-based platforms, including dating apps, as a race to the bottom of the brainstem. The goal is to reach the most primitive, reactive part of your decision-making, the part that does not plan, the part that just responds. A flick of the wrist, no reading, no deliberation, no judgment required. The swipe reaches that part of the brain perfectly, faster than thought. Speed matters here. The faster the gesture, the less the prefrontal cortex gets involved. Slow the swipe down, and people become more selective, more intentional, and they swipe less. That is bad for the business model. Best judgment is not what the app is designed for. Bypassing it is. Think back to the last time you used a swipe app. How many profiles did you actually evaluate? How many did you swipe in under a second? That habit was trained into you, not through coercion, through design. A gesture that feels natural. A reward schedule that feels exciting. An interface that strips away every stopping signal your brain would otherwise use. Knowing this does not make you immune. The mechanism still works even when you understand it, because it runs below conscious decision-making. But knowing it changes your relationship to the urge. You can see the lever. You can choose whether to pull it. Several platforms have added features that look like well-being tools. Daily swipe summaries, prompts to message existing matches, nudges to take a break. The industry knows users are catching on. These features are real. Whether they meaningfully reduce compulsive use or simply reduce criticism while leaving the core variable ratio loop intact, that is a question worth asking. The slot machine did not stop being a slot machine because it added a responsible gambling disclaimer. So the next time your thumb finds the app before you have decided to open it, you will know what that is. That is not you. That is the lever. $1.79 billion. Built on a gesture that mimics a lever pull. Running on a reward schedule older than the app, older than the phone, older than the company that owns it. The question worth sitting with is not whether the design is clever. It is what it is costing you in time, in attention, in the relationships you did not build because the loop kept you searching. None of this was invented by an app. Dating has always carried uncertainty and longing. The app just found the most efficient way to plug into both. Now you can see exactly how the plug works. Subscribe. One system, one mechanism, every video. Next, how slot machines were reverse engineered into your phone, and why the sound design alone is worth a full breakdown.